Hello, it's June 25th, 2025, different different location. Um, my wife and daughter are out for the summer, and wife's a teacher, and I'm trying to keep this as real, as raw as possible without having to, uh, you know, just I just want to tell my journey as it is. I don't want to feel like I have to beat around the bush, and so I've been wanting to do this video for a couple days. I actually want to do it a little bit longer because 2 weeks ago we had my daughter got tickets. We got her tickets to Bailey Zimmerman, and ironically the concert was on June 7th, which was my dad's birthday, and so pretty emotional already. Um, uh, but it was easier than it was last year, um, until the concert happened, and in the concert, it's hands down the most emotional concert I will have ever been to, and uh, so during his set, he had a song about mental health, and uh, about losing people to it. So naturally, it had really connected to the heartstrings for me, and then um, a little later, it was a song about his grandpa that he had lost, and he wrote a song for him. My daughter lost it, and she just wrapped her arms around me, and that's when this whole video idea started, because I talk about my journey, about the downfall, and I haven't gotten into it yet. I was actually supposed to start with this video, but that whole thing happened, and my brain wasn't allowing me to think about the effect of just I had to word myself without, I guess, YouTube flagging content. I don't know. I like I said, I'm not a YouTuber. I'm just trying to help people, because last year was rough. So self-induced ending of self. I'm sure you get what I'm referring to. I didn't think about. I thought in my mind it was telling me that my wife and daughter would be better off, and because I knew I was really difficult to deal with, and I just didn't know how to fix it, and I would, quite frankly, I was exhausted, and I was tired of fighting my brain, and so I had convinced myself that they were better off without me. What I didn't think about was I lost my dad naturally. What would happen to my daughter had she lost me unnaturally? We don't think about that effect. Don't think about how that would have jeopardized her. Not that it's my brain was telling me they were better off without me, but the reality is that's simply not the truth. It's not. And my daughter, she just wrapped her arms around me, and it was man, it was an emotional. There's no way I'll have another concert experience like that. It's like my arm tattoo. It's never gonna happen the same way again. And same with that concert. And I'm glad that the concert from start to finish was amazing, but it's not what I'm getting into here. It's that I almost missed out. But not only did I miss out, not only would I have missed out, there's a good possibility my daughter would not have responded. There's a good possibility that my life's my wife's life would have been altered too, but my daughter's life would have been just, at 14 years old, she would have been 14, 15. It would have been tough. That would have been, I can't even imagine what would have happened during that time, but I wasn't thinking about that. And I get this sounds a little selfish, but my brain was not thinking in those terms. It was thinking I would be, my family would be better off. And I'm trying to fight against that, because if you found this video, then my heart goes out to you. And I know I keep beating around that bush. It's just I just can't get over the battle someone like myself had to go through, and there's other people that have things way worse. But so 3 days ago, the other reason for this video and why I'm so urged to do it now is 3 days ago, we're at our church, and I already shared that we're at a new church. Things are going really well. My daughter, it's not uncommon for her to see my wife and I praying. What happened though at that service this past Sunday was two of my nieces and another nephew that don't normally come, but they're starting to come. But all three of them were there at once. That was the first time that happened, which was amazing. It was beautiful to see, and I'm super excited in what's going to happen in their lives, and how God is going to move in them. But what my daughter did, we're in song service, and she goes up to the front, and she just falls to her knees and just starts praying. Completely, I'm getting chills just thinking about it. It was beautiful. It was so beautiful, and I would have missed out on all that. But the other flip side is, what would have happened to her? Would she have even been in this mindset? There's so many what ifs, and I say how God has used the passing of my dad to bring me to this point, but I lost my dad naturally, and it was yes, he had a disease, but it was natural cause. Like, he'd lived a good life, and so what would my actions have caused or resulted in? And ultimately I had God's protection on me, and it continued working in me throughout that. Like I said, I'm good now. But I was not a little over a year ago. But I didn't think about all that, and so it's what I'm wanting to drive home is that sometimes we don't think beyond just the here, just what here. Our actions. This is a tough video. This is a tough video for me to do. I have a feeling the rest of them might be too. But my daughter helped, because of her submission to Christ, really helped change the dynamics of that worship service. My nieces, nephew were up praying. I mean, just it was beautiful. It was so beautiful. My wife and I obviously went over and were praying with her, and I just couldn't help but be consumed and engulfed by God for the thankfulness in my heart. God is just so good, and I'm so excited about what's to come, and it's wild to think that I could have missed out on all this. And not to mention, I mean, what my soul, what would have happened there? I don't know. Um, Mentally, I was not well, but the what ifs, whatever. I don't want to dwell on that. The fact is, I'm here, and I got through it with, with a lot of help, with God just keeping His arms on me, just helping me get through. But through it all, I'm just I'm I love what God is doing in my life. I love, as my mom said before, the boldness that has come through. Um, just I'm so elated, but more so I'm seeing in my daughter what is happening, and man, it's just beautiful to be alive. It's beautiful to live this life, and sometimes things suck, and it's tough to get through, and some things suck more than others, but if you just trust in God, He's gonna get you through. He's gonna get you through. It is not His will that we self-inflict anything, being naysayers. It's just not His will. But to do self-harm it is not His will. So I'm gonna leave you with this, and then I'll be picking up. I think the aftermath of my dad's funeral, and but we'll see what happens. Have a good one.